the battle between Kim and Kendall. It was a fight. I mean, you could feel the tension, not just between the runners, but also between the crews. And you're watching these guys come in loop after loop, never defeated, definitely fatigued, but that fatigue, the heat, the wear and tear, their minds were still very sharp and very strong. If you look them in the eye, they wanted that equally just as bad. I mean, war fighters, hungry for the win, not accepting mediocrity or defeat or loss. They both wanted it just as bad. And there are a few things that happened along the way that I just want to highlight. There was this clip that we shared, and someone asked Kim, this was deep into the race, how he was feeling. And it was this guy, his name's Chad Cohen. He was racing, and he dropped out earlier in the race, but he came back to watch part 2 of the battle between Kim and Kendall. And Chad asked Kim, like, how you feeling? And Kim goes, have you ever wondered what death feels like? And then Chad goes, no, I'm sure you're going to tell me later. And just hearing Kim say that, Kim was saying before the race started, he was coming to win this race. And he said that he was willing to die for the win. And he meant it. Kendall was actually on my radar prior to. And someone mentioned to me that there was a runner coming from Costa Rica, and that he recently, a few weeks ago, did 50 laps in a last man standing race. So I knew we were going to have some runners coming to throw down. And these two guys, they came ready to throw down. Now, Kendall's on his crew, he had, his name's Sam Harvey, who has gone over 100 loops in a backyard ultra. Incredible athlete, incredible ultra runner. And Sam, having lots of experience in ultras, but especially this style of race, crewing Kendall, there was a lot of strategy that they were implementing that I noticed Kim and his crew, his dad, his videographer, they were not incorporating. So there are multiple times where deeper into the race, as Kendall was coming in from a loop, his crew would run up to the start and finish line right outside of the corral, throw down an air mattress. Kendall would literally come in. He would face plant into the air mattress. His crew would put a blindfold over his eyes, earplugs in his ears, and he would fall asleep for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And they were doing this throughout the day to make sure he was accumulating some sort of level of sleep. But watching this happen in real time was absolutely insane. I mean, he would come in, flop down, like face plant, hard and fast onto this air mattress, and his team would put him to sleep and then wake him up, force food into him, and then send him back out. Kim was not sleeping during this part of the race, and his strategy was a little different. And Kim actually started hallucinating out on the course. And after a few loops, he was coming in saying that throughout the night, he was hallucinating that he was pushing shopping carts throughout the woods. And at one point during the race, he actually sat down and fell asleep. And I mean, there were so many times where we thought the race was going to be over, and these guys surprised us and made it through. There was this one loop where Kim passed the halfway mark at 35 minutes in. And we thought for sure he's not going to negative split this course this deep into the race. But he ended up making it by like 40 seconds. And then when we found out Kim was very far behind on the loop that he sat down and fell asleep on the course, he said he fell asleep for like 15 minutes. he woke up and he started sprinting to finish in time. He passed us on his second loop, probably holding a 6:45 minute per mile pace because he was sprinting to catch up for when he fell asleep to finish in time. The most wild things were happening between these guys. Lack of sleep was getting to them. The heat was getting to them. Hallucinations, fatigue, just being beat down. Chafing, I'm sure, was an issue. Feet problems, I'm sure, were becoming an issue. Blisters. But they kept fighting. They kept battling. Like watching a true athletic performance like this, you can't leave with any other feelings except being truly inspired. When the race was all done and we were all tired afterwards, obviously. And we got back to our homes late Monday night after the storm and getting everything situated and settled. And I woke up the next morning, 4:30 a.m., and I went on my run as I normally do. My legs were heavy. I was so tired. I'm like 3 miles into this run. And I'm thinking, oh, this hurts. This sucks. And then it popped in my head. What am I talking about? What am I even saying? I have no ability or justification to feel anything right now based off of what those two runners just did. 235 miles, 56 hours, 56 loops of running. Anything I was feeling in that moment, it fell to the side. So next time you go out on your run and you're tired in the morning on your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 mile run, just think back to Kim and Kendall battling it out, truly embodying the go on more mindset and mission. So I'm very grateful that both those athletes came and threw down. It changed their lives. It changed their careers. It was so supportive and helpful for our brand and this race and the future of this race. Like I mentioned when I was talking about building out the course, we did not build out Bear Ranch to host one race, one weekend, 1 year, one time. This will be the future of endurance racing and running for BPN. Bear Ranch, the Go and More Ultra, we're just getting started. There will be many races for many years to come.